What's going on, Jerome's? Last year, the Minnesota Vikings running game was ass. Thank you. And I know that it's easy to blame Alexander Mattison, but it was a collective blame. Madison, the running backs, injuries, the offensive line, receivers not blocking downfield, Kevin O'Connell not calling a great game, running the ball. Also, Kirk Cousins getting hurt, so defenses were able to stack the box more. A lot of things went wrong, right? Because, last year, the Vikings running game was Josh Dobbs. It really was. He scored 3 of the Vikings' 7 rushing touchdowns. And the Vikings running backs, 19 rushing yards from RBs, last in the league. 4 running back rushing touchdowns, last. 4 yards per carry from running backs last year, 29th in the league. And 2.73 yards per carry after contact for running backs last year, also last. So a lot of issues for the Vikings running game last year. And this offseason, Kevin O'Connell had talked specifically about an emphasis on running the ball. And the Vikings have done that with aplomb so far through 2 games. Ty Chandler as well as Aaron Jones. And the Vikings are shifting from that wide zone, outside zone look. A lot more power this year, and the Vikings are being physical up front, and they are establishing the line of scrimmage both against the Giants as well as against San Francisco 49ers. And the Giants are the Giants, but they're still one of the best D-lines in the game. The Niners defense is the Niners defense, so it's really been impressive what the Vikings have been able to do thus far. So far, the Vikings are basically a top 10 rushing unit. Yards per carry 5.1, PFF rushing grade 79.36 in the league. Expected points contributed by running the ball 4.92, which is 9th in the league. 10+ yard running back runs, 8, as well as Ty Chandler yards before contact 5.5, as well as Aaron Jones 3 yards before contact, 1st and 7th in the league respectively. Now, part of that final stat for both those guys is elusiveness, play design, as well as the offensive line. Josh Oliver, CJ Ham, the receivers blocking downfield, just absolutely getting after things. So it's been in concert. It's been really impressive. Also, a major part of being able to run the ball is play action. And of course, that's a hallmark of Kevin O'Connell's offense. And Darnold, off of play action this season, 9 of 13, completing 69.2% of his passes. Nice. 186 yards, 14.3 yards per attempt. Now, a big chunk of it is the 97-yard touchdown. That certainly does warp things, but plays are plays, right? 3 touchdowns tied for most in the league with Derek Carr, as well as 1 pick. 91 PFF grade, 2nd league, and a 119.4 quarterback rating, which is good. It's pretty damn good. Also, what's annoying is that the pick to Fred Warner, respect, it's Fred Warner, it's all World Hall of Famer, etc. But it was off of play action because Ty Chandler had just ripped off 3 fantastic runs before, but they didn't bite. Also, the offensive line, the Minnesota Moving Company, they're back. 2023, their run blocking grade was 65, 10th in the league. 65th would have been a record. And this year, 79.0, 3rd best in the National Football League. And reasons to run the ball, like we said, keeping play action viable. Scoring and passing numbers around the league are down because there has been a dramatic increase in defenses playing 2 high safeties. Basically, they're saying we're not going to give you the deep shot. You can have everything underneath. Best of luck, right? I'm just waiting for the day. Hopefully, the NFL doesn't outlaw two high safeties, because that would be really stupid. Just trying to pump up numbers. No, it's a cat and mouse game, and right now the defense has the advantage. But being able to consistently run the ball, it's going to annoy the bejesus out of defensive corners. Eventually, they're going to drop one of those safeties down the box. And against single high or cover 0, that's when you have a chance to have those major plays downfield. So it's like Novocaine. It works every single time. I've become so numb. Also, running the clock, keeping the defense fresh. They didn't really do that against the Niners, but also part of that was the 97-yard touchdown. Right. Also, getting confidence in the offensive line, and also the cooterie of run blockers, including Josh Oliver, CJ Ham, the receivers blocking downfield, and offensive line wise, like, these guys can run block. Pass protection is where we have some issues. Right, but Ed Ingram is a very capable and solid run blocker. Same thing with Bradbury, and especially Blake Brandel. So all the issues with the interior offensive line, if you can run the ball, also getting that defense on their heels, as well as wearing out opposing teams' front sevens, it certainly helps. Plus, Established dominance, physicality at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings have put more emphasis on physicality this year, which, I don't know, it's American-style football. You think that you want to be physical every year. Nah. Also, run game travels, and the Vikings could have some very large road games coming up later in the season, as well as into the playoffs, potentially. Although, if you get the 1 seed, getting ahead of ourselves, but nothing shuts up a crowd more than a long-ass drive where you just punch the opposing defense in the face over and over and over, like a 7-minute, 86-yard touchdown drive, takes up 11 plays and just grinds that clock, and just like, hey, we're going to be able to run the ball all damn day, right? And also late in game, being able to run that 4-man offense to drain that clock, it's really important, man. Now, with Chandler and Jones, we're just going to call him Chandler Jones, except that is connotations because of Chandler Jones lately. But with these two, like, I do think that Chandler needs to have more of a 50-50 split with Jones. I understand that they want to ride Jones, and he was looking really fantastic, but dinged up against the 49ers, and Ty Chandler is just really good right now. Like, you could tell, like, he's really calmed down as a runner, and that's patience, that's maturity, that's putting in that work. That's Aaron Jones effect. That's Curtis Modkins coaching as well. And also, he has improved as a pass protector. So he's dangerous. He's dynamic. That 4.3 speed. Every single time he touches the rock, he has a chance to hit a home run. So I love how the Vikings have rededicated themselves to running the ball, and it makes everyone's jobs easier. O-line, Darnold, the defense. So keep running that rock, baby. That's right. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings rededication to the run game has rejuvenated the offense. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.